Hey guys, Jake Whitfield here with Travis Tylenol PM Wheeler. What we're going to be going over today is one of our basic submissions from the mount. Okay, we're going to be going over the armbar. So I'm mounted on Travis. My weight's over his hips. When my weight's over the hips, I don't want to be sitting up. Okay, I want to be low and pressuring the guy. You get a guy on the bottom who doesn't know jiu-jitsu and you're low, you're putting pressure, the most common thing is the bench press. He wants to bench press me and throw me off. And when he bench presses me, he exposes his arms for the arm bar. So I'm going to pick a side. My hand's going to go under and right in the middle of the chest. My other hand is going to go over and my hands overlap right here. The arm that I'm encircling is the arm I'm going to be attacking. If I'm going to be attacking his right arm, my right leg is going to step up, and now my chest and my hips are going to turn this way. So I'm going to turn 90 degrees, and see how I deflect his arm off my chest? That's what I want. My hands stay right in the middle of the chest, and now my leg comes over the head. I'm going to sit right down on his tricep, and I'm going to slide down until I'm sitting directly next to the shoulder. When you do this, it takes a lot of repetitions to get it really smooth, okay? So when you push, it's okay in the beginning to go 1, 2, step, turn, step, sit, and slide, okay? If when you're first practicing this move, you end up seated back here, all you need to do is you just need to plant your hand on the mat. You need to scoot in closer to the shoulder so you know what it feels like to be tight against the shoulder. The closer your hips are to the shoulder is better, okay? But eventually, this is going to turn into a nice smooth spin. 1, 2, and I sit. Very important, you want to land seated upright here. If I land already falling back, I'm not going to have control and it's going to be hard for me to finish. Okay? When I get to this seated position, I'm going to be hugging the arm. My feet are going to be reaching for the mat. They may not always get there, particularly the southern leg, the leg closer to his legs. I guess a big broad-chested guy like Travis, your foot may not make it all the way to the mat, but you want to be reaching for the mat. My knees are going to squeeze together, trapping his upper arm between my thighs. Now I'm going to start to lay back. Once I lay back, I'm going to transition to the double wrist control because I don't want him to be able to rotate his wrist and try to escape right here. So I got double wrist control. I'm going to bring his pinky down to my chest with his thumb pointing up towards the ceiling. And I make him tap. You notice that there's still a good bit of space right here between my hand, or between his hand and my chest. That's what I want. If you reach your chest and the guy still hasn't tapped, it means that your technique is not correct. There are always exceptions. Maybe this guy has abnormally flexible elbows, but more than likely what this means is you're not pinching your knees. Sit back up and squeeze the legs around the arm again. Hug. Lay back, transition to the double wrist control, pinky down to the chest. Now, in training, we don't want to actually lift our hips up. Okay, it's going to damage my partner's elbow. You're going to save the hip lift for if you're actually trying to hurt the guy. Then, feel free, just break it. But that's not what we want to do in training. So, here, 1, 2, 3. Step, sit. My hips are tight to the shoulder. Hug the arm, knees together, feet reaching for the floor. Lay back, transition, double wrist, pinky on the chest, finish. And that's the basic Armbar from the mount.